I'm completely loaded down with this freaking pack. Try to make it across town. I don't know why I just feel like a creeper back here now. All black, shades on. Being a weirdo tucked behind weeds. I don't know if I like the stealth camp stuff. I don't really quite know where we're gonna go. People walking right in front of us. You guys been asking for a catch and cook for quite some time, so look what I caught. The poor man's tacos. Hit me again, Eddie. Well, howdy doody guys, how's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in. Another episode. Wow, what was that? We're gonna do a stealth camp edition. We're gonna try to ride this new scooter across town to a sports complex and try to do a little stealth camp action. Yeah, this is a Hiboy Max Pro. I tell you what, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but the battery life on this thing is really freaking good. And it's fairly decently priced. But anyway, let's jump on. We're losing daylight here, and let's make our way across town and fling it and wing it as always. Got a goofy dinner concoction. I don't even know if it's gonna taste good, but we're just whipping ingredients together and trying to have a good old time. Anyway, I'm gonna throw you back on the chest. Let's go make a mess. I'm completely loaded down with this freaking pack. Try to make it across town. The scooter is not too shabby. Took it on a test drive, and we got about 30 miles out of this thing, which is pretty good for a scooter. Plenty of room down there to carry a cooler between my feet. Let's hit the streets. This scooter has a very basic operation system. You really can't mess it up. You double click it to switch your modes. Eco mode only goes to 9 miles an hour. Drive mode, which goes 16 miles an hour. And it has a sport mode that goes 22 miles an hour. Not too shabby. And 22 is perfect on a scooter. And you still get great mileage. This thing does have front and rear shocks. Oh, they must have a concert going on. How are we gonna get across this? Were we not able to get through the bike trail?
You gotta go down the front side there though.
Okay, thank you. I will tell you, the only dislike I have is if you don't connect the app, you don't know how many miles you really got. On here, it's just battery life. So if they would put the mileage on there, that would be pretty cool. Whee! We're almost there, about another mile or so. And I don't know if they got any games going on tonight or what the situation's really looking like. But they do have people maintaining the sports complex, all that good stuff. But we'll see what we can make happen. Look at all these beautiful wildflowers. Sometimes you just gotta stop and smell the flowers. Beautiful. You can see the lights to the ball fields. We're getting close. Alright, well I figured we'd take a stroll through this park first, because they do lock the gates at some point so vehicles can't get in, but what we rode in on is the bike trail that is heavily trafficked through the night. I don't really quite know where we're gonna go, but I figured I'd roll through here and show you real quick. They even got soccer fields on the other end. We'll head down there. I was debating on trying to camp out in a dugout, but this area over here is under video surveillance, so it says. So, I don't know. Don't want to get a trespassing charge. Although I don't see a no camping sign. I don't even know exactly. I didn't even count how many fields there are. There's actually quite a bit of fields here. I want to say almost 10 or 12 baseball fields. This is kind of like the main area where all the workers are most of the time. But there is another trail that runs kind of perpendicular or parallel. And here we go with the soccer fields. This is a pretty big complex. Alright, we made it all the way down to the end of the field here. We go through this little path, and there's like a trail that runs parallel that actually goes to that abandoned museum that I camped out on. And this is technically the driveway to that abandoned museum. The idea was to kind of come to this particular trail. I mean, the ball fields and stuff are right there. I don't want to sit over there and kind of get a loitering charge or something. Once people see you with a backpack, you look goofy, or they think you're automatically homeless and gonna do harm. There was even a little playground I passed by, and there was a mom there with her kids that like kind of looked skittish. But yeah, there's a little pull-off spot back here, and I think we're gonna kind of chill out back here. But these woods are prime pickings, but technically I got a mouthful of bugs. I don't think you're supposed to be lingering in them, so we're gonna go up here and see what we can make happen. We're gonna chill out for a little bit. I did bring some brewskis, as you can see, and but we do got quite a bit of daylight left, so might have jumped the gun a little early, but we'll see if we got to get squirrely. Okay, they mow this, but I'm not really sure what this is. There's nobody behind us, nobody in front of us. But it looks like a good spot to hunker down for a little bit. I mean, good a spot as ever to sit back and hang out for just a little bit. I suppose we're kind of out of sight, and no pedal bikers are going to come off trail really. Well, hey, the scooter got us here. Anyway, a little bit more on the scooter, and then we'll shut up on that, and then we'll just dive into it. Electric brake, and when you hit the brakes, it flashes. Let's have a little ding-dongy. Model, of course. Front shocks, rear shock system, and you have an option of buying a seat post. So if you want to sit down with this one. And I think when I checked the website last, it was like $679 for this thing, or something like that. But if you remember the last scooter we tested, I think that thing was super pricey compared to this, and that didn't even get as good as mileage as this, but that one did go 40 miles an hour. Pros and cons, but yeah, it does have a little light bar on the bottom and a headlight. Yeah, you gotta take the pros and the cons with that. But I'm not being very stealthy yammering the whole time. I guess it doesn't help that I'm in all black, like I'm Catwoman, about to rob a house or something. I don't know, I'm not good at these stealth camps, but whatever. I'm gonna put the drone up and see if we can. It is a rather windy drone, rather windy day, and we got a tiny drone, so we'll see if she takes flight. All right, that drone was not having it. It did not like it very much going up there with it being as windy as it is. But maybe you can get a little bit of a picture of what's going on over there. It's a pretty big sports complex. I figure we got about 2.5 hours daylight left here. So I'm just gonna kind of tuck away back here, about to crack a brewski, and then maybe burn about an hour before we go up there. And then once we dive in the woods, I think we kind of just got to sit there and dive in the woods. I don't want to be popping in and out or nothing, but at least with the wind and all the noise, we don't have to be terribly quiet, but no fires and nothing like that. Suds, might I add real quick, with the scooter, it does fold down, easy to store away, but it does only have a 256-pound limit, so it says. Take that with a grain of salt, do whatever. 11-inch pneumatic tires, and it does come with spare tires, and has these little Allen wrenches. Sorry, I always forget things and gotta remember to say it when I remember it. It has these little Allen wrench spots that take the tire completely apart, so it's a lot easier to change the tube for most people. So there's that. Now said, take it easy, Eddie. I don't know if you guys have ever tried this. It's a 6% hazy IPA. It almost tastes like a Blue Moon, but I think 10 times better than a Blue Moon. This thing is, they are pricey though. They're almost cheaper to get at a bar than they are at a gas station. Anyway. Like a sipping on a slice of heaven. How do you sip on a slice? You eat a slice. Whatever. Well, I don't really know what I'm doing. So, like I said, we're gonna sit back, smash a few. I do got 4 of these and I got 4 Coors Banquet. I'm slowly learning that I don't need to take a 12-pack every time. But anyway, bring you back when we're getting ready to attack. Or unless somebody spots us back here. These mosquitoes are thick back here. Smash them together. Ugh. Thanks for helping me kill them, guys. Did I mention it's about 70 degrees right now, but it's supposed to drop down to about 50. So it's been getting some chillier nights. So hopefully they won't be so bad tonight. Anyway, bring you back when we're skadoodling, skedaddling. I don't know why, I just feel like a creeper back here now. All black, shades on. Being a weirdo tucked behind weeds. I don't know if I like this stealth camp stuff. Mini bike. These trails are highly traveled. Gonna have a hard time not getting popped. See what happens. I don't know if it's picking up, but I'm hearing a ton of voices coming from over there at the rec park. They must be having some baseball games or something going on. Like I said, we'll try to tuck over there here after a bit. See what happens. I don't know. Maybe this is a bad idea, but you're never gonna learn if you don't try, and you're never gonna know till you go. Now then, fling it and wing it. Another one, fine, sure, why not? Dude, look at that thing in the middle of the screen. That is the weirdest spider I have ever seen. It's like a crab. Holy crap, that thing looks weird. Yep, we're about to beat feet now. Smacking him with a GoPro. He don't like it. He's weird. That is a strange bug. Holy moly. Weird. Alright, well, let's head back down to where we came from. Make a loop back around. And see if we could tuck away. Oh yeah, this place definitely filled up for soccer. Holy crap. Wonder if it's the same on the baseball side. Okay, it looks like the baseball side's empty, so we need to find a patch of trees over here to tuck into. We're just gonna kind of send it. Hopefully we don't do a front flip. Oh! Oh man. Oh gosh. We need to get back in here though. Coast is clear. We got blocked by this. We just need to make our way back in here. So looks like a game path. Let's just go for it. Oh man. Oh, this is pretty thick in here. It's a nice looking tree. I don't know. We definitely gotta find somewhere to tuck away though. I definitely don't want to be like right next to the entrance. I'm glad we found an easy way in. But this is some pretty thick sapling bush over here. And it's kind of slim pickings. At least, well, there's a lot of bones over here. Probably coyotes dragging them out here. This is some thick stuff. I brought my little solo tent, so it doesn't need a lot of room. But I want to stay tucked away far enough that we can't really be seen all too much. It's like a nice little spot tucked in between these trees. Well, I guess this is home. This is the good part about having a scooter and not an e-bike in this situation. I can still see everybody walking or riding their bikes by. I mean, the trail is 30 yards, if that. But I'm hoping this bush is thick enough, 1980s, that we don't get popped in here. I'm worried about my tent. It does have some orange on it. Might have been a bad selection. Nobody could really hear me talking back here, I wouldn't imagine. Especially with these breeze in the trees. See what happens. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Alright, camp is established. Now what? I don't want to make up dinner just yet. Kind of want it to calm down just a little bit more. I'm glad that the baseball fields ain't going right now. That made it a lot tougher getting in here. Glad it was only soccer fields. But we're in here. We're being weirdos in the weeds. Whatever. Anyway, I kind of want to walk that bike trail and see if you can even see us back here. Should we try? Okay. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe on the outskirts. Well, from right here where we came in, you turn around, you can see it's kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, really. Not very discreet. Oh, there's a bike. Yeah, I don't really want to go farting around out there and then walking back in here. Oh, and there's people walking. Yeah, let's just go sit down and shut up. Let's do that. We get seen back here, somebody's probably definitely going to call the cops. I would think. I don't know. Let's just sit down and be quiet. Yeah. I'm freaking out. I do have my rain fly poncho that I think I'm going to throw over the top of this. Where'd they go? There's people walking right in front of us. Came more prepared this time, clothes-wise, for the mosquitoes, but they're definitely still out here. It ain't much, but I hear deer over here huffing and puffing. I don't know if that's picking up or not. I just need to sit down and chill out. I am not doing a good job at this, I don't think. Not sure what it is with these little bugs, but they really love the tent. Holy crap. These things are everywhere. They're not ticks. They're just like these little beetle things. But they love it. Interesting. Freaking mosquitoes trying to gnaw my face. Well, I guess we're just gonna sit back, grab us another brewski, and get ready to cook up some dinner. Well, I don't see anybody walking, so I should probably start talking. For dinner, you guys been asking for a catch and cook for quite some time, so look what I caught. Tuna in a can. We got some tortillas, some, what is this, veggie fried rice, tuna, and some yum yum sauce. Basically, you can get this meal at Dollar Tree for under $5. So, I know it ain't the catch and cook you wanted, but whatever. I figured we'd give this a shot. I've never tried this, and to be honest, I think it might taste like crap. But maybe it'll taste alright. I did bring a little bit of butter in a small pan to try to fry up my tortillas a little bit. We're surrounded by interstates in the middle of the city, so you're gonna hear that. I also did bring some taco seasoning to maybe sprinkle on that to make it taste a little bit better. So I think we're gonna do that too. You never know. I don't know. Tuna in a can. Let's see what happens. The sun is slowly setting, but while we wait, I want to wait about another 20 minutes, get a little bit closer to dark before we start firing up food here and kill another cold one. Calm the nerves. Oh man, there's somebody riding right there really slow. Oh man, he's going so slow. The price you pay to play. Hit me again, Eddie. This bike trail is going to be going all night, so I need to keep the lights down low. And I did take advice from some of you on the last elk camp, said use a red light. I did bring, or I have an option on my headlamp for the red light, so I should probably do that instead of lighting up the forest. But we'll see how this plays out. Did I beat Steve Wallace? I don't know. It wasn't a very stealthy crack. There's people riding by left and right. I wanted to go out on the trail and see if you could see this from the actual bike trail, but there's just too many people. I don't want to get caught seen going out and then coming back in and somebody just calls the law, because we do have a lot of homeless in this area. Even though it looks like I'm homeless or whatever, I'm not out here being a weirdo or cooking anything, you know. Always got to take that into consideration, especially in my area. Mosquitoes are lingering. Get out of here. I do have a company that's willing to send us
kind of like a thermocell type thing. But anyway, this little stove, I've been using it for years. It's kind of like a whole kitchen type burner. When you get it, it comes with a adapter for propane. Because we brought some propane. We said we wasn't cooking nothing in the woods, but cooking food. I like to eat my dinner, not smoke it. Anyway, these are jokes. Calm down. Ready to rumble. Be doing none of that now. I'm gonna try to stay low and slow here. I don't know if my tortillas are gonna fit in this thing. It's gonna be a good question. Tortilla is definitely gonna be a challenge. But usually they shrink a little bit, so maybe it'll shrink up just fine. I kind of want to just see what happens here. Well, minus the bug. Man, I did not even have that heat high, and those things are cooking quick. But it did break down to be almost the same size of that pan, so that kind of lucked out. That should be alright. Alright, I'm jeopardizing myself by turning this light on, but whatever. A little more butter. Tortillas are done. There's no way I'm going to be able to eat all this rice, especially in just 2 tacos. But I did bring a bag to save some. Tuna up in here. I don't know if I should just throw the whole thing in there or what. Should I add all the cat food or not? This might be a terrible idea. Whatever. Whatever. Throw it in there. I really don't know if the seasoning is a terrible idea, but I brought it and we got it, so we're doing it. And a splash of water to that. Give that a stir and fire back up the propane. You could actually use a little more water, probably. This is gonna be nightmare. Alright, here we go. Fighting mosquitoes, making crappy taquitos. We'll see how this plays out. What did we do? Alright, well, time to give this a shot. Hot Mess Cat Food Express. The poor man's tacos. Fish tacos, I should say. And this is what they call a little bit of the yum yum sauce. And I don't think I put enough in here, but we'll call that good. There's that. Well, here's the moment of truth. Honestly, it's not bad. I've eaten worse. That is not bad at all. Not bad for a $5 meal. Cool beans. I thought it was going to taste terrible. but never know till you go. Alright, well, I'm gonna take this pound town and shut this light off. Yeah, you on a seesaw. Cheese! Honestly, it's really not that bad. Except for the freaking mosquitoes coming to try to get it. And I don't know why. Get out of here. Mosquitoes are trying to dive bomb this plate. Strangest thing ever. Get out of here. You're not welcome. And repeat. Num num. This red light's blinding me as well. I was kind of wondering if we take the scooter, since it's dark, and we go on a little cruise. Maybe. I think we might. Here in a little bit, we'll see what happens. Maybe smash another brewski, go on a cruise ski. See what you do, ski. Let's do that. Temperature's dropping. Well, I don't know if it's worth it or not, but we're gonna go see if there's anybody out here, and then maybe go mob the scooter around. See what happens. Here we go. Late night adventures through the trees. How the heck do I get out of here? Trying to keep the light down low. You can barely see the lights from the ball field. Please don't crash. Once we get on the trail, I'll turn the light on. We are gold. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta get out there and do a little late night adventure. It's only 8:30. But being stuck in the weeds, getting eaten by mosquitoes doesn't sound all that great, especially when we got a trail right here and a scooter to ride. We lost our first bar. Another question is finding where the heck we were. Is this it? Nope, not it. Holy crap, I didn't know they had a couple of these cutoffs. Alright, so hopefully we can find our way back without getting in trouble because there's too many lights. Yep, this is it. What, baby bunny? Baby bunny! Alright, we got took off into these weeds. We gotta quit playing with rabbits. Oh, big old, oh my god, look at that big old friggin' spider. Holy crap, we gotta took off into the weeds. Maybe the scooter ride was a bad idea. Oh man, we almost lost our spot. The bugs out here are thick, and I probably shouldn't be showing my light. Whoops, one more. Take it easy, Eddie. We're hitting the Betty. It's getting heavy. Somebody got a machete. We in here like swimwear now. Well guys, good morning. My nose is so stuffy. I know one thing. This park, this recreation park is about to come alive. It's almost 7 a.m. I was going to sit back here and do breakfast, but I think we should make our way down a little yonder. I don't know if it'd be a good idea or a bad idea or not. We are tucked away by the wind back here. don't know. We'll get up, get at them, get packed up a little bit, then we'll figure out breakfast. So I definitely can go for a coffee. The only way to follow an easy Eddie is with some coffee. Anyway, guys, it is a Friday morning, and I know this rec field is probably going to get ready for the weekend, is what I'm assuming. So I'm going to pack up, and there is like a pond about a quarter mile down yonder, and I think we might go do our breakfast and our coffee there. I just kind of want to get out of the weeds and just not really self-incriminate ourselves sitting back here, because these woods are pretty pristine. I haven't seen much trash or anything, so I'd imagine they try to keep people out of them. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna pack up our crap, get on our little scooter, and go give it a hooter. We're not going to Hooters. This place sucks. Never, whatever. Well, we got camp all packed up, but I've been thinking, it is quite breezy out right now. We're getting like 15-20 mile gust. Go down by the lake, I ain't gonna be able to keep this freaking propane going. I say we just ride this out, ride out this breakfast, and then beat feet here. I just got a backpack meal, so I just really gotta boil some water, and we should be all right. I haven't seen anybody so far on the trail, so that is a plus. For breakfast, I've never tried this one. This is the Alpine Air Foods, the Bakuro Scrambler. Basically a Mountain House meal, kind of like the same thing they got going on. We'll give it a shot. I will say this one does look a little bit better than the Mountain House one, but it does have bioengineered ingredients, so they both suck, really. Yeah, we're kind of tucked away just nice. Anywhere else we're gonna be kind of screwed. We might as well just try this out. The leaves are just now starting to change colors too. Fall is coming. Fall is in the air. But they said within about a week, we're almost back to 100-degree temperatures, so it really doesn't know what it's doing. Yep, exactly where I poured water on it, it's not spitting out. Bad idea. Ouch. Look, it's not. Ouch. Ah, I just burned the crap out of myself. Oh man, I really burnt the crap out of my hand picking that thing up. Ah. I got a boo-boo. Alright, let that sit, see how she gets. Coffee time. What the heck happened to my coffee? Like a giant cloud. Time for that good old pure Colombian Bam Bam. Make it a little strong this morning. Woo-wee. Backpack just floating on a breeze. Cool beans. Well, let's get a cup of this up in us. Put some pep in our step, eh? Oh, delicious. Well, guys, cheers to Red Ad mornings and good times. took a coffee to Pound Town. This feels like straight. It calls for 12 ounces of water. I put exactly 12 in it, and I think that's way too much water. And to be honest, it smells like straight dog food. Sitting here with your old boy eating some old Roy. Don't mind me. I mean, it's completely runny. This has no flavor. No. I mean, that's what 12 ounces calls for. I gotta be honest, this kind of sucks. A little bit better off eating a hard-boiled egg. There's absolutely no flavor in this. It's crazy how much they charge for these meals. And they're just garbage. Whatever. Well, to be honest, I don't think there's any way in heck that I'm gonna be finishing all this. I mean, this is completely runny. 12 ounces turned it into soup. And it just doesn't taste that great. The Mountain House one is actually way better than this. This one sucks. Sorry, not sorry. Well, anyway, we're gonna tidy up the rest of our crap, get our bag packed. We're gonna freaking jump out of these weeds, maybe cruise around the complex one more time, get on out of here. Let's do that. Well, check this out. This is an old baseball. Who knows how long that thing's been sitting here. And I looked over here, and there's another baseball decaying as well from people hitting home runs off the field. That's kind of cool. There's probably hundreds of balls back here, maybe. Interesting. Well, ladies and gents, it's about that time. Let's get out of here. See if we can do it without getting busted. I don't see anybody walking on the trail or here. Any mowers or UTVs going. Just turn this bad boy on so we could just skedaddle. I don't see anybody. ABC, 1, 2, 3, go. Good morning, Vietnam. Let's just hit it. Oh, there's a guy right there. Let's drive by him just because, huh? One more hootin' hanny. Like I said, I knew they were gonna be up mowing lawns. At least he just smiled at me, so that's a plus. He didn't care. Cool beans. Woo! It's a brisk one this morning. Brisk. Who are we using these big words? Oh, so windy. Well, guys, I don't know what the heck that was, but a sneaky little time. Anyway, we're gonna jump on the scooter. We're gonna beat feet. Thanks for coming along for the goofy shenanigans. We're just flinging it and winging it as always. No game plan, no script. Just giving a little bit of BS and some lip. Anyway, get out there, make every day great exploring ice. Get out there, make every day great exploring Earth, exploring ice. What were we cooking in those with? No, I was just kidding. Sorry, bad joke. Anyway, make every day great exploring Earth. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
And if you guys are interested in something like this, the Hiboy Max Pro, link will be in the description. Anyway, have a good day. Yeah, on a seesaw. It's a beautiful morning. Yeah. The scooter doesn't really like my backpack and my back fat. She's struggling uphill a little bit. Look at these beautiful wildflowers. Woo! Magical.